All right, hello everybody in the TFE. We are back after long hiatus. We are going to reveal the what do you call it? The 1 through 4 seed winners, playoff pick reveals. Really, the 1 through 3, and then 4 takes care of itself. But Tony's put together a nice little slideshow for us to do this expeditiously. And before we do that, Tony, you got anything? You've been paying more attention to this stuff than I have. We both happen to be playoff teams, but I call you the constant gardener because you're obsessed with seeds. So do you have anything to say before you start it up? Talk about the last minute weirdness.
I was trying maybe? I literally was playing the like the March Madness theme in my head, and I literally lost the tune when you put me on the spot. I was trying to do like the home of like when they do the selection show, but that was just me. And then I was like, oh, I gotta get my beer too, so that also lost me track. I got a Sam Adams Porch Rocker.
Porch Rocker, classic. Actually, I've never had the Sam beer. I've never had.
Have you ever had like a Rattler? It's like a lemon rattle. It's super light. It's almost like a bicycle-y summer type beer. Like it's perfect for the summertime.
Really, the only lemon I've really ever had is the summer shandy.
This doesn't have as strong a lemon as the summer shandy.
Yeah, I think it's very strong lemon.
Yeah, I think this mixes lemon and lime, so it's not too bad. So I went through and DM'd everyone to get their tiered picks, and I do appreciate everyone getting them to me before the deadline and stuff like that, so we could do it a little early. And thanks to Chris Marlins for figuring out our live scoring dilemma that we were worried about. And he saw that it updates. That's very nice.
Because it did matter. That was the thing.
It does. It
was going to matter. Yeah, for these purposes specifically, it was going to matter.
Because if it wasn't live, the Orioles would have passed the Rangers and been a 4 seed. So other than that, everything pretty much no matter what happens, we're all good to go and locked in. So,
and I will preface this by saying I do not. Tony, you
haven't seen this.
Did not share. Yeah, did not share the slide with me.
I haven't shared it with anybody. And I will say to the league's credit, no one messaged me saying, "Oh, who did someone pick?" or whatever. It's a secret to all 29 other members but me who put this together.
We've got 30 honest guys. Well, we've got the only 30 honest guys in America, and they're all in the TFE league somehow. Like, what the fuck?
That's amazing.
All right, let's check this out, Tony. If you want to roll it.
Let's see.
What comes first? Is it AL or NL first, or do you alternate?
I want to say it's AL. TFA Selection Show hosted by Alan and Tony.
That's now.
Just like the Royal Rumble, we need to go over some rules here. Number 1, if you are ranked 1 through 4 in your league, you are protected. Number 2, teams ranked 1 through 3 can pick any team in the first round matchup that is ranked 5 through 8 in the division they play. And number 3, in the semifinal, the highest remaining seed will select their opponent. I don't know what we're going to do for next week, but that's where we're at now.
Yeah, we'll do something.
So, just to go over the participants, here's the American League first. The Astros 1, Devil Rays 2, Indians 3.
Did you, Tony, did you happen to – I don't think you did because you probably would have told me if you did. If you happen to go back on like the prediction pod and see – I wish I would have thought ahead. Then I probably would have made some excuse to not make the time to do it anyway. But I know for a fact so far – we had all these as being playoff teams or playoff contenders. Yeah, whatever. I know all these guys so far we did.
Now, this one I might have screwed up. I know the Orioles are 5 and the Tigers are 6, but let's see if I did it. Yep, Orioles are 5.
Nice.
Tigers 6. Twins 7. Red Sox 8. Now, spoiler alert, I went through and found everyone's logo that they used, and that's what we're going to use this selection to show. Some of you guys dug a little deep with finding your logos and stuff.
Man, Twins came on hot lately. A 400-point week.
Yeah. And then now we got the National League.
To the finish.
Diamondbacks, Brewers, Braves, Marlins, Dodgers, Expos, Mets, and the Reds, who also came on strong. That's, those are two teams, 7 and 8 in each league that you do not want to face in the first round.
I don't remember who from, but I win a pizza. Was it Josh or Cam? One of the two. Pirates did not make playoffs.
Correct.
I just realized I won a pizza.
I have one with Cam. I think it's Cam, or no, it's Josh. Kyle Tucker getting an AB anytime, an at bat. But speaking of pizza bets,
again?
Well, he's close. I mean, all he has to do is get an at bat before the postseason, even.
Yeah, well, I mean, that looked like a lock. That looked like a lock 5 weeks ago.
They said he's back to batting practice and stuff like that. So, we talked to the tournament committee chair and stuff like that. They said the bubble was pretty strong this year in March Madness. It was pretty tough to get the bubble and stuff like that to figure it out. But here we go. Without further ado, we're starting in the American League with the 1 seed. The American League 1 seed is the Houston Astros. And their first round opponent is the Boston Red Sox.
That's not too great.
No shocker there. I mean, they did a full dump almost, and they made the playoffs.
Take the 400-point Twins. That's for goddamn sure. Yeah,
yes. That's for sure. The second seed, the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, found his logo as well. That was one of the tougher ones to find that he used, and he chose the Detroit Tigers. Okay. Another dump team, kind of. I mean,
yeah.
I've played a few years with John. I'm not saying anything that he doesn't know. Like, he dumped before right at the deadline and made the playoffs.
Wait, did I make? Oh, that was with Amrock. I think I had the bet with Amrock about the Tigers. Yeah. So I probably not going to get paid on that one.
You had Tigers versus him.
Yeah,
because he thought everyone was like, because Tigers, I think John was the last player to win, the last team to win a player in the auction.
It was very early on. I think it was still in February when we were doing this shit. But I know I had something with Am about him and the Tigers. But yeah, probably not going to collect on that one. Yeah, that's okay.
Oh, it's a win. It's a win in your mind.
Yeah, right. I still mark it down in my notebook at home. Yeah.
The 3 seed is yours truly, and I went back and forth on this. It was very tough. And as much as I want to destroy and beat Sam, I want to see Sam lose to the Twins. So I picked the Orioles. I've had a few matchups with trade talks with him, a good guy, and I think it should be an enjoyable first-round matchup.
He's barely going to beat me this week. Maybe not barely. Maybe he pulled ahead because my 2 Orioles didn't do anything tonight. But, yeah, he was beating me by 5 or 6 earlier in the night. The O's were pretty good score this week.
And that leaves Sam as the 4 seed. And no surprise, he's the Red Hot Twins.
The Twins.
That was another one, like matching up his red background with the blue state of Minnesota. In both of those guys, like that's the best logo. Like one of the.
I love the logo. Yeah, I love the logo. I'm not terribly familiar with it, but I do love it.
So it's like it says M for one side for Minneapolis, the other is STP, and that's the Mississippi River that divides them. So they're the Twin Cities over the.
I see.
Yeah. Wife's a Twins fan, so I know that we have a couple flags like that. So, let's see now. Moving on to the National League. The 1 seed is the Diamondbacks.
B-Dog.
Yes.
What an asshole. What an asshole.
He actually I messaged him and he got back to me, I think, about 2 or 3. Like, I think last night, I want to say it was, he said that I'm 99% certain this is who I'm going to pick. And then I messaged him mid-afternoon. I'm like, you're kind of like the first domino, blah, 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 blah. Like, do you know? And he's like, okay, yep, locked in. And then I even double checked. I said, like, no peer pressure. Like, you're cool. He's like, yep, I'm cool.
I thought he would wait until the last minute. I thought he would.
Metropolitans.
John.
That's who he was 99% certain on.
Best uniforms in baseball, New York Mets. Best uniforms in baseball.
I'm trying to think if there's any that are better. You're probably right. Outside of those,
you could have Cubs bias. That's fine.
No, I don't even have Cubs bias. I actually like the Twins with that Twins logo we were talking about, and the light blue, like the Carolina blue, as Brendan would know.
They never wear those these days, do they? Those are super old.
Yeah, sometimes they like on a rare night, like it's like a once or twice.
Yeah, like a throwback night or something.
Yeah. Well, Houston did end up beating Baltimore 6-3. For those who care. This is where the drama starts.
Ooh.
The 2 seed of the National
with League. Milwaukee slipping into the 2 seed. That was
they were tied with the Brewers, and then because the Brewers and Braves played each other, and also the Tigers, who I was tied with before this week, played me. So there was some.
We had some
foreshadowing
matchups matter.
Yeah. So the Brewers did get back to me, even I think I want to say before first pitch and stuff like that. They gave me I asked for a tiered ranking, by the way. For anyone who wants to know, what I said is, you're this seed or whatever, this is your seed possibility. Give me a 1 through 4 of who you want. So every team did that. The Brewers chose the Expos.
Did we have the Expos being a playoff team before the season? I don't remember about them.
I don't think so.
I don't remember. I'll have to go back and maybe watch those for the next one.
Yeah.
If we end up getting to do a matchup breakdown, I'll try to find the time to do that, but I don't know if we will.
Yeah. We've got the 3 seed, the Braves, as previously mentioned. The Braves are no unfamiliar foe to October baseball, which my next beer is Oktoberfest.
Yingling.
I don't know if anyone's had Yingling. Yingling. Yeah, it's out of Pittsburgh and stuff like that. So
Pennsylvania, yeah. Pick me, Bronner. Pick me.
I was doing that on purpose.
I don't want the Marlins. Oh, hey. All right. Okay.
I was giving some suspense and stuff like that on purpose because you had no idea.
I do not want to play the Marlins. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't necessarily want to play the Braves, but Wilson Contreras going down for the Marlins didn't put me at any ease about
playing them. Yeah.
I thought I was going to be playing him. So,
So you got the Marlins, and then they get the Reds.
Which the Reds get hard to the finish too, but man, the Marlins are just putting up huge numbers lately.
The Marlins, Astros, and Twins are 3 teams that I just did not want to face. What's going to be interesting is once we get to the second round, how some of these teams handle it. Like, let's say we assume that maybe the Twins might pull a shocker and beat the Rangers, and the Astros hold on. Do the Astros want to play the Twins, or do they want to play either Cam or I, or whoever wins?
I'll tell you what we can assume from this. And I don't even think we have to assume it because it played out this way. That Brendan is indeed afraid to play me in the first round.
100%.
He knows he got lucky.
Yeah.
Coasting his way to that one spot while the rest of us in the NL beat up on each other.
Yeah.
And he had a chance to put his money where his mouth was and pick me in the first round. I was sitting right there, waiting for it, eyes closed, blindfold, cigarette. Couldn't do it. Can't do it. And I don't think it's an altruistic thing. I don't think he's being nice about it because, it's Brendan. He had his chance. That's all I'm going to say.
It was interesting because, he had to choose what pod he wanted to be in and where he wanted to play his home games, with March Madness and how that bracketing works right now. And I think his number one wish was just don't put me with the Dodgers. I think that's I can't recall. I've had a few beers right now, but I think he said, I don't care where we play or where the games are played or if I lose home field, just don't put me with the Dodgers.
I don't necessarily think it's because he was worried about not being able to beat me. I think he was worried about how insufferable I would be if I beat him. in round one. It's not like, oh, I think that he's has a better team or anything. He just knows that I would never ever let it go if I did knock him out in round one of the inaugural season of TFE. So he could not live with that shame, and I understand.
Who would you be more insufferable to, Brendan or your dad in fantasy?
Oh, Brendan. Brendan easily.
I know
Brendan and probably the rest of the TFE. You know, like if I wouldn't just be keeping it between Brendan and I if I beat him in round one. That wouldn't stay just between me and him and DMs or anything. But look, I now get to prepare for Bronner tomorrow. I get to go in there and give the guys the pep talk. You know, the real season starts tomorrow. Yeah.
It starts now.
This has all just been for funsies.
What was it that Sam said in the announcements? When is the last waiver run?
I have no
Let me pull
I have no fab. I tried to waiver. Man, somebody picked up Captain Jack Sawinski the other day. I had him.
Yeah.
I had a claim in on him as well, and somebody snagged him from me. I didn't even look and see who it was. I just know I didn't end up with him.
I want to say it was the Blue Jays, but let me verify here.
I think that's a sneaky pickup. I thought I was being clever because I have no fab. Of course, I can only pick up waiver guys.
Yeah, but Toronto picked him up. And I picked up a guy, a prospect that it looked like he was in the top 200 inside it for me this morning. I claimed him. Oh no!
Is that the guy you posted the thing about?
No. I had owned that guy forever. This was a guy I saw someone drop because I went through a day ahead and said, look, I'm going to try to spend all $6 my fab. And if I only spend 4, 5, whatever, I got one extra day because I assumed last night was the last fab run. And now it's this morning or tonight or however you want to know. There's still one more fab run this morning. And then I think I don't know, he didn't clarify this, and I should have asked. Anyone who goes off waivers after 2 a.m., I would assume is just locked. It's like if you drop the guy now.
Yeah, somebody mentioned who the hell was it? No, I think I'm thinking of ABL. Sorry. Yeah, I'm thinking of ABL. There was also similar question to this today in ABL, even though that league's in year 4 and the same guys keep asking how shit works.
Yeah. I know. I can only guess. But.
yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. Man, so the Reds put up 380, 378 this week.
I think we got final standings.
We are going to be treated to Marlins Reds in round 1 of the playoffs. I mean, I think all the matchups are going to be fun and stuff, but man, these two guys that have really come on the last few weeks, especially the Marlins. Like I remember previous pods where we were saying, man, when the Marlins get healthy, look out. And that has been exactly what has happened, putting up, 400, I think, multiple weeks down the stretch. I'm very happy to not be playing them.
I hope he stayed up because I talked to him a lot in private message, and he's a proud new dog owner. Or they got new dogs. I think he's had dogs, but he got a couple dogs this morning and stuff like that. I don't think he.
Who's this? The Reds or the Marlins?
Marlins. Chris
Marlins. What kind of dogs would they have up there?
It's like a Rottweiler something mix. Let me look it up real quick.
That doesn't sound Canadian at all. Yeah,
it's definitely. I know he's on his cell phone and he was talking about staying up to watch it and stuff like that.
Man, I can't find the Braves matchup. Braves put up 315 this week. So you know what? I would have barely beat the Braves this week. I would have beat them by about 2 points. So I don't get Hunter Green back, obviously, for probably any of the playoffs. I'm going to assume I don't have him. So I'm going to have to throw Crochet probably for one of his, 3-inning bullshit starts. Going to have to throw Ben Lively. So you're not getting my best, man. But I doubt I'm
What?
getting his best either. I haven't really looked, but I'm probably not getting his best.
Rottweiler Cane Corso.
Oh man, cane corsos are fucking massive.
Yeah, that's what he said. They're huge dogs. Like he said, they're going to be
Jesus
huge
Christ.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So and he got 2 of them. He said today. So
I'm gonna get Mr. 25 point a game Ryan Nelson. I'm probably gonna get him. Gonna get Cy Young, Reynaldo Lopez. Oh my god.
who are you talking about with the Braves?
Yeah, I'm gonna lose in round
the
one.
Braves said they only had 4 starts.
What a pile of shit! I'm gonna lose to the guy that I traded Brenton Doyle to. Yes, I did. Yes, I did, Sam.
Did we altruistic with I don't even feel I could say that. Altruistic? I don't even.
I may not have even used it properly. I
did 3 fantasy football drafts today.
I did 2.
4. Sorry, 4. 4.
Big draft weekend.
And the slideshow. 2 of them were like college football. Like it was the East Coast, West Coast. They split it up, and it was a college football fantasy league. Because you know how I am in the college basketball league.
Yeah, that's wild. I don't know how you do that shit.
Well, I just follow college more.
Yeah, but you follow the pros too. Like, where do you find the time?
I don't follow pro football that much. I just follow it casually. I do not follow NBA. I'll tell you that much. I rarely follow much of the NBA. What's else is said? Oh, haters gonna hate. They're all talking in the Discord. So, but do we?
Whatever,
I don't know.
man.
I don't know how Sam wants to handle. We'll probably talk about it in the Discord of next week's matchup. I'm going to be on the road starting Wednesday for about 15 days. We want to go see my parents and stuff like that with the new baby boy and all that stuff. And it's Tri-State Rodeo weekend. Back in Fort Madison, Iowa. I'm going to go get to see Clint Black. Live concert of Clint Black.
Man, that guy was playing country music back in the early mid-90s, right?
Yeah, I'm going to go see Clint Black. And, on Wednesday, I think we're going to go see Elle Young or something like that. I don't know. It's what my wife wants to see. And then did a wedding and all that stuff.
I'm going to be gone most of September. If I advance in the playoffs,
I'm
going to be gone almost the entire month of September. Yeah, so
I'm leaving this Wednesday morning and won't get back till like 2 Wednesdays. And it's like 15 days later that Thursday.
You were just gone for a month too.
The adoption,
in Indiana forever.
The adoption, yeah. This is back to my parents, and then so everyone can see the kid, and then We'll go down there to my parents for 15 days. Then we're going to go to her sister's, not the weekend after that, but the weekend after that for like 4 or 5 days. And then after that, I'm going back to work. I told you about that. So I'm going to go back into the casino business. So it was
you are a supervisor, but you are not a pit boss. That's correct.
Yeah. Well, what it's called is a dual rate. So I'm like half dealer, half supervisor. So I'm either going to be dealing craps or I'm going to be wearing a coat, watching over everything. And then they said, if you want to move up within 3 to 4 months, we'll move you up. It was the easiest interview ever. Like, I called the casino and I said, hey, interested in a job. How flexible are you? Can you come today? I'm like, yeah. Okay. Just walk to HR, tell them blah, 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 blah. I did. And the table games person had no idea. So then they had to call the table games person. They said, yeah, they're dealing right now. Can you wait a few minutes? I'm like, sure. So then I wait a few minutes, and then the lady says, okay, tell me about yourself, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, I dealt for 15 years. She's like, we don't even need these questions. Just tell me about yourself. Like, I'll just fill in bullshit, like, because if you dealt for 15 years, you kind of have a job. So
nobody wants to work anymore, man. Yeah, they're probably excited to have somebody with that much experience.
To, move up and stuff like that. She's like, none of these young kids, like, sorry to the younger generation in the league, but none of them want to move up, she said.
And this is an Indian casino?
No. It's in Iowa. It's right on the Iowa-South Dakota state. So I'm going to go back to Iowa, which means
it's everything you ever wanted, yes.
And I can sports bet. Because I can't sports bet.
Yeah,
until
I
tomorrow.
was. Yeah,
Yes.
I always got it now. Yeah. Yeah, my cousin when he comes out here to
straight up ask the HR person, I'm like, so can I sports bet in the break room? Yeah, we don't care. Awesome.
let's just get this out of the way now. Yeah, can I
let's just get my question out of the way right now. Like, can I sports bet anytime I want? Awesome. So
okay, let's wrap this. No, I don't. Let's
the
wrap
other one
this
I was going to try to
up.
drink. I didn't get to it quickly. Was the Yingling regular?
You don't have to crush 3 beers in 25 minutes.
I know.
I got through most of one can of coffee stuff, but
hey, I do have a question.
All right, so there's
for you, real quick. You are I don't think you mind me sharing this, a regular user of the Mary Jane and stuff like that. We figured out that the biological mom used it like regularly because they're in Indiana where like Josh and Dan, I talked to both of them, Joshua and Dan, like Indiana, it's right between Michigan and Illinois where it's legal in both of them.
Yes, it is.
And then in Indiana, it's not. So, but that's what caused the premature birth and stuff like that. So, yeah, it was 35 weeks.
I thought you're gonna have some question about strain preference or something. I didn't know you were gonna.
No, yes, I'm done in 30 seconds. So that's Millie, my daughter. So
don't piss her off.
You got anything else?
Nah, I got nothing, man. Thanks for putting this slide together.
Hey, yeah, no problem. Sorry, I said 15:20. We went over by 6:44.
But we're good. Well, maybe we'll throw something together for next week. But no promises. No promises, as always.
We both got busy schedules.
All right, buddy.
Hey, peace.
Here's your playoff picks.
Thanks, everyone. Enjoy September Madness. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Here's Millie. She wants to say hi. Say hi.
Hey, kiddo.
Hi, Millie.
All right, man. Take it easy.
See ya. Peace.
Bye.